A new semester in the media department means new classes, new teachers, and new friends. Today on The Beat, I'll be speaking with some of Point TV's head production team and aspiring new students. Hello and welcome to the latest episode of The Beat. I'm your host, Melissa Fox, here to talk about what to expect from Point TV this semester. Today we will begin our show by speaking with our very own studio manager, Caleb Daniels. This has been a position he's held for, how long has it been?
Oh, close to 2 years. It's hard to believe. It's flown by very, very quickly.
It sure has.
I know.
And with returning students and new students, what can we expect from Point TV this year, this semester?
Melissa, you can expect some pretty big things from us this year. We have a very full schedule of productions. In a couple weeks, we'll be producing a show that we call Real Students, which really highlights student filmmakers, particularly short filmmakers on campus, make short films, not that they are necessarily short. And then later in the semester, we'll be doing a show, Acoustic Showcase, which brings in student musicians, and we have them perform a set and interview them a little bit about their story and what kind of inspires them. So those are two big things to look out for. We have some newer shows. The bi-weekly show is a comedy news show that, as you might guess from the title, airs about every other week. And then there's a very, very new show called Professors in Cars Getting Coffee. It's a long title, but I think it's going to be really good. The idea is to interview professors in a more relaxed kind of setting about their life and get to know them on a more kind of human level. So I think those will be really, really cool. We also have our usual staples of Coastline News and Loma Sports Tonight, which are two huge news-style shows and are really kind of the lifeblood of Point TV, if you will. And then the Loma Sports Tonight crew will also be bringing 4 live basketball games over 2 nights.
Wow.
Yeah, it should be quite the busy semester.
Sounds like you have your hands full for sure.
Oh, yes.
Well, they all sound really interesting. And you're graduating this semester.
I am.
Hopefully.
Yes,
fingers crossed. Which means that your position of studio manager will be open.
It will.
And do you have any advice for anyone who's thinking about applying?
Yeah, my advice is really that they have a creative mind, so they need to be willing and open to think creatively moving forward for Point TV. I would really love someone who has a servant leadership, a heart of servanthood, to be kind of a servant leader for the community. And finally, this is going to sound odd, but someone who's really good at checking their email. A lot of my job has to do with kind of behind the scenes work of making sure productions are done on time, there's no issues, resolving conflicts, and a lot of that is done over email or is scheduled over email. And so if it's someone who's thinking about, if there is someone who's thinking about applying for the position who's not very good at checking their email, I would definitely get on that and start now getting good at checking your email more regularly. Some
pretty great advice for those wanting to apply. And how would someone go about applying for that job?
We'll have more specific details on the application process later in the semester. There's been some changes with how media boards run, so that's something we're kind of figuring out the specifics of right now. But I would say, for now, come and find me and let me know that you're interested in the position. Let Dr. Hewitt know you're interested in the position so that we can start grooming you now and make sure that you have the right information when the time comes.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much for being with us
Thanks
tonight.
for having me.
And best of luck to you after graduation.
You too.
And leading up to graduation. And after the commercial break, we will have another Point TV veteran, Brenna Ross, who will be here providing her insight and reveal what we can expect from Loma Sports Tonight this semester. So stay tuned. Welcome back to The Beat. Now my next guest is the manager and producer for Point Loma's own sports broadcasting show, Loma Sports Tonight. Thanks for joining us tonight, Brenna.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So Loma Sports Tonight is now broadcasting online as well. Is that fairly new?
It's not really new. It's definitely been in the works for a while, but we've just recently, like last semester, been able to actually put it into the works. And there's definitely still a few kinks that we're working out, but hopefully by the end of this semester, both the new shows will be broadcasting live onto YouTube.
Wow, that sounds great. That would be wonderful. And I heard that you have 2 basketball shows that you guys are producing this semester?
Yeah. Usually we only have 1 show per semester, and this time we have 2 shows in 1 week, and that's just,
wow.
Yeah, it's very hectic because it's such a big production. Every person in the 425 class and a few in the 243 class are going to be involved. But it makes it a little easier because now instead of all of us having to be at the gym and controlling all the cameras, we can now control the cameras in the gym from the studio. And so that enables us to do it a lot quicker, more efficiently, and hopefully will let us do more games in the future and like more frequent games.
Wow, sounds great. And would you have any advice for anyone that's thinking about applying for your position for next year?
Yeah, honestly, just get involved, you know. You have to know how to do the show in order to run it, obviously. So at any point during the semester, if someone wants to learn how to do something to like get the show produced, then just come in, email me, text me, and ask if there's anything that they can help with.
Sounds like some great advice. Well, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And coming up next, after the break, I'll be asking a new media communications student what she hopes to accomplish this semester, so stay tuned.
I love you more.
No, I love you more.
I love you more.
I love you most.
I love you so much more. I can't imagine Jesus love you more.
You can't pull the J card, that's cheating.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Pickett, Point TV staffer and hot maple syrup enthusiast. Do you know a couple like this? Nobody likes that couple. Don't be that couple. Instead, watch Point TV. Real couples, watch Point TV.
Welcome back to The Beat. Now, my last guest tonight is a new incoming student in the media program, Lindsay Vertullo. Thank you for being with us tonight, Lindsay.
Thank you for having me.
So, what made you want to become part of the Point TV production team?
Well, I've always been interested in film and television, so when I heard that we had this, I was like, I have to be a part of this to just learn more about it.
Sounds great. And what are you hoping to accomplish by being in this program?
I just want to be able to learn from everybody who's already been a part of this, study under them, and just grow in the television production world.
Speaking of learning, what positions are you most excited about learning about?
Definitely directing and script writing.
Yeah, those are both really fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, thank you so much for being with us tonight,
Thank
and I
you.
wish you all the best moving forward in this program.
Thank you.
I'm Melissa Fox, and this has been another edition of The Beat. Good night, Point Loma.